Over the last several years, I've been spending most of my time studying the stock market and believing that if you can get out far in front of stocks, the basic determination of whether a company's stock price goes up is relative to its ability to efficiently generate profits. And if you then take all the noise of interest rates and inflation and tariffs out of it and go out far enough, you can predict what the price of a stock would be. My problem was that I had access to the data. I could pay for the data on the internet and interpret the numbers, but I could only interpret for a very few number of stocks because it's a laborious task to go through income statements and balance sheets and cash flow statements and listen to earnings calls and then make a decision. What's the price of the stock going to be on January the 1st of 2029? It's an unachievable task. Now, there are people who have achieved the task because they have access to the data and then the compute to analyze the data and then the individuals to do that. They're called financial analysts, and they work for companies like Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley and, hedge funds and such. So it wasn't a level playing field. But what I've discovered in the last month and a half is through AI, I can play in their ballpark. And we are looking at the next revolution in investing. And it starts not with you, really. It starts with me. And then what I've got to do is enroll you into a recognition that this is our opportunity to change the way the investment world works. The problem all stems around that Wall Street has the access to this data in a lockbox. And it's expensive to get inside that lockbox until just recently. And that is what I've discovered through ChatGPT deep research. I can create a prompt and ask ChatGPT to find me all the financial metrics that will give me an analysis of what Apple is all about, what Google is doing, what their future looks like. Are they financially stable? Is SoundHound really what it looks like? And can it survive the financial barriers that it will have to go through to get to its potential? Those are the questions I need to answer so that I can make a good investment decision. And ChatGPT has given me the way to reach those answers. It produces reports, 20-page reports on Tesla, and tells me what Tesla's future is all about. It's not about automobiles. It's about AI. It's about autonomous automobiles. It's about data. It's about robots. And how much are each of these things worth? It's just like Google came out with its earnings. What is Wemo worth? That's not readily available unless you dig into their financials and you come up with the answer. That's what I have discovered. That's what I believe is going to revolutionize the investment markets of the future. It's all created around an innovation stack. And that innovation stack is made up of the internet, the data that's available on the internet, the access to that data, the actual artificial intelligence tools like ChatGPT to interpret that and bring it to a means that I can understand, and then a community that comes together through the internet and through my website to speak to each other, to help with the input to build something bigger than any single one of us. In this new Wall Street, investors won't be following fund managers. They will become fund managers. Research is not locked in a vault in New York City on Wall Street. It's available through open source, AI-powered, and crowd-validated. Stock picking isn't about guessing. It's about pattern recognition, trend forecasting, and scenario modeling. That's what I get from Samantha. That's what I get from my ChatGPT Pro. The goal isn't just returns. It's knowing what you own, and what it's going to produce for you in the future. That's why I've created Best of Us Investors, to give the individual the power that is available through AI to make informed investment decisions, not to guess, not to take the word of someone that you really don't know or some self-proclaimed guru that says these are the stocks that are going to perform. No, to make decisions based on factual material that is generated by analyzing the data that is produced by the companies that you are interested in, and then projecting what their price is going to be in the future without the concerns of the short-term noise that quite often creates volatility within the market. What I've realized most recently is I can't do this alone. I can't analyze all the stocks. Two things need to happen. One, I have to build a community of enough people that it becomes a strong movement. That will attract some very large companies that say, we want to be a part of it. That will bring more talent into play and more money into play to produce the technology that will be owned by those people who are in the Best of Us Investors community. The financial future no longer belongs to Wall Street. It belongs to us. To the 19-year-old with a phone who wants to better his position in life. To the 65-year-old who's rolling over his 401k. To the 80-year-old like me who believes his time is now. The new way to invest is here, and you're invited to become a part of it. Come to my website, come to Best of Us Investors, and get involved in this, the Wall Street revolution.